What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Uncle Project podcast. I don't know if you all can hear the birds in the background, but it sounds like they're excited for another episode, and hopefully, you all are as excited as the birds are. Man, I couldn't get that out. But yeah, so in today's episode, we're going to be talking about, as a content creator, what I feel like a perfect week would look like for me as a content creator. And just going to be talking about what I'll be doing across my different accounts, and some of the tools that I'll be using, and some different directions I'll be going with my accounts in the future. So be sure to listen to the end of this, and say I'll be sharing a lot that may help somebody. And I'd also like to hear from you all as well. What your perfect creative week would look like. Go ahead, shield your shows, share your shows with me. Let me know what you got going on, and we'll rock like that for the Uncle Project podcast. But yeah, so let's get right into it. All right, so we'll go ahead and get into my creative flow for my posting. So, as you all know, I'm posting on a ton of different content, or a ton of different content platforms. I do blogs, I do video content, I do podcast. I might even stream every once in a while. But, for the most part, my main things that I focus on are my blogs, my video content, and now my podcast. So, and with these, I'm starting to find that there might be like a optimal, content creative flow for myself, to be able to grow all of my accounts, get compensated for the content that I'm creating, and create without seeing like a ton of burnout or a ton of pressure to create all on all platforms all the time, all day. You know, there's, I guess there are platforms where that might be the optimal thing to do, but I really don't think that with these in the way that I'm doing things, that might not be the best flow for myself. You know, if you are someone who you're able to get content out on a ton of platforms every day, let me know how you do that and let me know how you manage that. That's pretty cool. I am kind of working on different ways to make it to where that can happen, but I also don't want to sacrifice quality at the expense of posting to all these platforms every single day. But with that, we'll go ahead and get into my content creative flow. So as you all know, I'm posting on different decentralized platforms. Those are the platforms that I focus or give most of my focus to as far as my content creation is concerned. And my main one for my blogging is the Hive blockchain. And the main platform that I like to use for my video content creation is the Odyssey platform, and that's on the LBRY blockchain. And for my podcasting, I like to use Anchor and just, broadcast this thing out to as many people as I can across as many different platforms as I can. And right now, that's the flow. So, right now, for a perfect week for myself, my targets that I'd like to hit are 3 blog posts on Hive, 2 video posts on Odyssey, and 1 podcast. And, just as far as growing my accounts, being compensated for the content that I create, and things of that sort, I just feel like that frequency of posting on those various platforms seems pretty optimal right now. So on Hive lately, I've just been noticing. So I do have my times where I have gotten into a flow of posting pretty much fresh content every day. And in doing that, I did get my upvotes, but a lot of it got repetitive, and I kind of hit points of burnout. And, just the way that I was doing my posts, I was really putting a lot of, I say a lot of value into those posts, and just stuffing it with as much creative value as I possibly could. So it took, I was putting a lot into those posts, and I think that contributed to more burnout than if I were to kind of space my post out. And also with another thing, over the last week, I've been spacing my post out, and I really don't think my content has been as good, but I'm seeing better rewards with spacing my post out on Hive. So, it's still repetitive content, but I guess people don't get as tired of seeing it if they're not seeing it every day. And I'm actually in the works of making it to where the content isn't as repetitive. Last week those were older posts that I repurposed for Hive, which is something that I very, very, very rarely do. I also am seeing quite a bit of growth on Hive lately. I'm starting to pick some followers back up and things, which is pretty cool. So 3 blog posts on Hive, 2 videos. So, on Odyssey, right now I'm creating more, I guess it's called evergreen content, just content that will be relevant over longer periods of time. And hopefully, these, me doing it this way, I won't have to create as many videos to have a relevant channel on Odyssey. With Odyssey, the direction of that channel is starting to find itself, which is pretty cool. It's just kind of becoming just a where I share what I'm creating on that channel. And right now it's geared more towards cryptocurrency and building on different decentralized platforms. On Hive, Odyssey. Last episode we talked about BNB and EOS, just different things on how to build on those platforms, and how to do different things on those blockchains. Pretty soon, I'm also going to be doing some other building on that channel, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, can't get too much into that right now. But yeah, 2 videos a week on Odyssey, I think, is a really good flow. So that will give me time to get a big stake on a piece of content whenever I upload videos to Odyssey. And I kind of want to keep that stake on that piece of content for about 3 to 4 days, and let that piece of content really get its shine for the first few days that it's out. So yeah, whenever you earn tips on Odyssey from staking to your content, you earn the most within I'd say about the first week of having LBC staked to it. So whenever you're earning for the views on that content, those tips are going to boost that content as well. The tips that you receive for your views, they go to boosting that content. So you really want to get as much tipped to that piece of content as fast as you can. And that's just a good way to kind of try to get more eyes on that piece of content for free, But yeah, so about 2 times a week, that'll give time for the content that I put up on Odyssey to get views, earn tips, and kind of build itself. And with my podcast, I think that one good podcast a week. I'm still new to this, still figuring this out. So 1 show a week will be my flow with my podcasting. And I'm just figuring out how to put a good show together, and also share things that you all can build with, and hopefully you all can give me feedback on things that I can do to build. And let's see, with this, so obvious, or may not be obvious, but my main focus right now is my blogging. I'm posting there 3 times a week, and I'm really wanting to load those blog posts with as much value as possible. So with my blog post, yes, I'll have my content that I blog, but I'm also going to have like a piece of video content and my latest podcast episodes in my blog post as well. And that's going to be like the mega hub for all of my latest content. It's going to be on my blog post. So I will put other pieces of content within other pieces of content within other pieces of content, you know, something like that. But yeah, main thing, those blog posts are about to be pretty legit. I think I'm coming up in the blogging industry, at least the decentralized blogging industry. But yeah, so that's my perfect creative week. 3 blog posts on Hive, 2 pieces of video content on Odyssey, and 1 podcast. Yeah. But yeah, what's your perfect week look like? Let me know. With the stock market going crazy in the news recently, one of the secrets of building wealth, investing, is now out of the bag. And nowadays, it's so easy getting started investing that it's almost irresponsible not to be an investor. But if you're new to investing, you will quickly find that there are some challenges ahead. Where do you go to get started? What stocks do you buy? Or do you even have enough money to get started investing? Well, don't worry about that. I've got the perfect platform for you. See, a lot of those successful investors that you're seeing on the news, they're leveraging the power of social media to get the ins and outs of investing from other experienced investors. And now you can too with the Public app. The Public app is taking the stock market social, making it easier than ever for you to invest while learning from other experienced investors. And the best part about it, it's absolutely free. Therefore, joining is almost a no-brainer, right? So go ahead, get on the Public app, grow as an investor on their secure professional stock investment platform. You can follow friends, other famous entrepreneurs, and other experienced investors, strike up conversations with them, see what they're investing in and why. And another great thing is that you can invest with any amount of money. You can get started with as little as $1. And just being a friend of the show, you can even earn a free stock and support the show by joining Public with the show's link at bit.ly/Uncle Public. Again, that is bit.ly, bit.ly/Uncle Public. And say go ahead and sign up for public.com and the Public app with that link to help the show and earn some free stock. All right, and we're back. All right, so next, I also want to make sure that I'm not just creating content with or creating content for myself in the platform. I don't want to create content and nobody else see the content but myself. So I also want to make sure that I'm interacting with the community and just building that way as well. Yes, I want to create and build content, but yes, I also want to create and build relationships on these social media platforms, So to do that, my main focus right now is on my decentralized platforms, my blog, on Hive, and my vlog or my video channel on Odyssey. On those two platforms, my goals, my targets are for 3 to 4 days a week. I want to try to do 3 comments in one, like, reblog or uh, or re or repost on each platform. I just feel like it'd be a good way to build relationships with other people who are active on the platform, and just finding good content to comment on and good content to share. Obviously, I don't want to share crappy content to my channel, so I have to hunt down some good content to share, and in doing so, I also find a lot of things that help me out as well. Like just yesterday, I've been using Hive Engine forever, but just yesterday I just found out something that'll help save me like a ton of time staking my Hive Engine tokens on different websites. But yeah, so just finding different content, it helps me find out how to do things, and also how to improve the quality of the content that I create as well. So yeah, it's just an all around win for myself and the other creators' content that I'm interacting with. They get a upvote, they get a comment, a share, and we all get to feel good and earn cryptocurrency at the end of the day, which is pretty freaking amazing. But yeah, so those are my two biggest things right now. I'm also trying to find more creators on Anchor that I can interact with. I kind of think that'll be the same field as with the blogging and the vlogging, just interacting with other podcasters, clapping on their shows, commenting on their shows, will help me out, especially as a beginner to podcasting. As I'm finding, there's a lot to learn with this. This is not like how I do my blogs, and not like how I do my videos. So this is something that I'm figuring out and building as I go, and just learning from other people is hopefully going to help me accelerate, creating really great content, but yeah, so just staying social on my social medias, and building here on Anchor. Those are my two, or actually my three things that I'm focusing on as far as interacting with the community on my different platforms. But yeah, pretty nice. We're gonna go somewhere with this. Let's get it. All right, so so far we've had a perfect week as a content creator. We're posting 3 blog posts to Hive. We're posting 2 pieces of video content to Odyssey. We're posting 1 podcast here on Anchor and to all the platforms that this broadcasts to. You know, we have 3 days where we're commenting on at least 3 pieces of content on Hive, and we've rehived at least 1 post each of those days. Same on Odyssey. We've had 3 days where we've commented on 3 different videos, and we've shared at least 1 video each of those days. And last thing, to put the icing on the cake for a perfect creative week as a content creator, is I want to make sure that I'm promoting the content that I'm creating on places outside of where my main focus is. Just being that I'm posting on decentralized platforms, they don't really have the biggest audiences, and it's a community effort to grow the platforms. As token holders, we are owners of different platforms. We are owners of our content. It is the ownership is with us. So the overall growth of the platform is with us as well. So in promoting my content, I want to make sure that I'm promoting the content in cryptocurrency safe spaces. So far, I've kind of been more mindful of that. Let's see, but I'm going to be taking my content creation in a different direction here pretty soon, to where I will be able to promote some of what I do on here, like on Instagram and in YouTube and things like that. But for right now, I have a few places, or one that it's a no-brainer. It's a platform that I really like, but I have my gripes with the platform at the same time. And then another platform that I'm just now kind of starting to build on, just because I'm going to be trying out some different things coming up here soon. But just want to make sure that I'm promoting the crap out of my content. So for my promotion right now, my main platforms are Twitter, and I've been using more Reddit lately, but I'm really wanting to build on Tumblr and Quora as well. But yeah, so my main 3 that I'll probably be focusing on here in the short term right now are Twitter, Tumblr, and Quora. I can promote, especially on Twitter. I can shield my content and shield Twitter as a platform with a ton of other people that are on Twitter as well. And really, that's really the only reason that I even talk about Hive on Twitter, in the first place, just because I have other people to have fun doing it with. But yeah, so that's just a really good place to promote my blog and Hive as a overall platform. Twitter is really good. And let's see, I just now started working on building a Tumblr page for some things that I'm working on, and that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But I'm building it for a different purpose, but I'm also going to be sharing my blogs and my vlogs on that page as well. It's just I have to figure out a way to do it. And I'm thinking kind of just going the route of doing some photo editing and making like a photo that can be shared virally and having like a link to whatever podcast episode or whatever else I want to put inside of that post. Will probably be more so a podcast episode now that I think about it. But yeah, so Tumblr, I think that's going to be a pretty good platform. And I say that because I'm liking Tumblr. It's actually a fun platform to build. So once I get that down, I need to get better with my tagging on Tumblr, and I think that's going to see some pretty good growth here in the near future. So yeah, promoting on Tumblr and on Quora as well. That's going to be a really good one to find some question and answer opportunities to share my content in places where people are going to kind of be looking for content along the lines of what I'm creating. So yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good place coming up to promote content. But yeah, so that I'm also going to be trying some things out here soon with some different automation tools, Buffer and Deliverit. I've created enough content to this point to where I can kind of share some of my older, more evergreen content and kind of get some fresh eyes on that as well, and it still be relevant to people, to new followers, and people who are new to the things that I'm doing. But yeah, so that's my promotion strategy right now for having a perfect week as a content creator. I'm kind of growing in some other directions as well, but this is where my focus is right now, on Twitter, Tumblr, and Quora. And that's how we rocking. Just like that. Let's get it. All right, and that's gonna be all for today. That is my perfect week as a content creator right now. So 3 blog posts on Hive, 2 pieces of video content, a podcast episode, about 6 comments across Hive and Odyssey, a couple of shares, and promote the heck out of that thing, promoting on Twitter, Tumblr, and Quora, making sure I'm getting this podcast well promoted. And I think that's going to be the recipe to keep my accounts growing and keep my message reaching the people that this message needs to reach. Along the way, I am going to be experimenting, doing things with these channels. I have another experiment coming up here. I have a certain audience on Hive and Odyssey, and I'm going to be trying to see if I steer them in a different direction, how many people I can take with me in this new direction that I'm going to be going. So really I do more crypto content on those platforms more than anything, but I'm going to be doing more just seeing more regular things, just seeing if I can, one big thing is seeing if I can build a store with my bare hands. I'm going to be trying to build a store. I'm learning about stocks and different things outside of crypto. I still think these will be things that the people that currently follow me will find pretty freaking interesting. I'm not going to stop creating crypto content, but I kind of want to share some new things that I'm trying and create some of this content as well. So that's my perfect week as a content creator, and some of the new things that I'll be trying out in the near future. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Uncle Project. Be sure to let me know what your perfect week as a content creator looks like. What does that look like for you? What platforms are you posting on? Do you have certain goals that you're looking to reach as far as with your analytic or your analytics? Are you building any email list or anything like that? Be sure to let me know what you are doing in the comments and what a perfect week looks like for you. That's going to be all for this week's episode. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all, or I will talk to you all on the next episode. Peace.